It's that time of the year when football fans turn into fashionistas as clubs across the land release their new kits for the upcoming season. While some supporters may sniff at passing judgment on such trivial matters, it's a big deal. After all, you'll be spending a decent chunk of your life intently staring at it. So, it's pretty important that they get it right. But what follows it? What happens when they get it wrong? With the Premier League celebrating its 25th anniversary this season, it's open season on top 25 lists, so let's jump on the bandwagon and present the 25 worst kits to grace the self-proclaimed greatest league in the world. So fill your boots with ill-advised color schemes, headache-inspiring patterns and mismatched design, right here. More angular than Foles' debut album, this kit is needlessly aggressive. Possibly the most talked about kit in Premier League history. In fact, I'm surprised you can make it out against the grey background in this picture. Look carefully and you can see unsightly darker green stripes in there, as Puma make what would have been an average kit that much worse. The devil is in the details in this one. The 90s craze of underlying patterns saw the Reds plaster this one with countless Liverpool badges. A real eyesore. This would have been fine for working overnight on the railways, but subjecting thousands of fans to this high-vis monstrosity every other week was not a good move from Chelsea. While this is fondly remembered by some fans, half and half shirts are very hard to pull off and this doesn't manage it. Still, props to the Umbro intern who was tasked with telling Fergie he had to put on that fake moustache, as that will have taken serious co-Jones. Picture the scene from Warrior Towers on a Friday afternoon in early 2012. Orange, purple and white. They all go together, don't they? Random swathes of grey, plus an ugly collar make this look like a half-finished mess. In theory it should be hard to mess up Tottenham's home shirt. But they manage it every so often, with this one a case in point. That pointless yellow V screams trying too hard, as some kit designer was desperate to make a name for himself. He failed. It's back to grey this season for the Red Devils in a kit that was designed by the fans and features the silhouette of the Holy Trinity statue. But it doesn't work at all and they're left with a washed-out, placid effort. And just how bad are those sweat patches going to look? There hasn't been many purple kits in Premier League history and this Bolton effort is a good reminder of why. Not the best, is it? Props for trying something different. But that speckled blue cross look didn't exactly catch on. It also says Borough in big letters on the right arm. See my comment on Tottenham 1991-94 third kit for my thoughts there. Are they going for some sort of Jackson Pollock type vibe here? Not quite, but whatever it is, it's a bit of a shambles. Way too orange. Blackpool can get away with it, but this offering from City just screams vitamin C. In a bad way. Green and black stripes. Not great. More red stripes in there to break it up. A right mess. Here's one to keep an eye on this season. Had this been released in 1993, then the Terriers would be praised for having their finger on the pulse. We've all moved on from then, I'm afraid. Why settle for one horrible shade of purple when you can have two? This special edition home shirt was worn sparingly as the club celebrated their 125th anniversary. And it's a good job, as it shows just how bad a half and half shirt can look if you get the main colors wrong. Forrest turned what could have been a perfectly serviceable late 90s shirt into right mess by apparently scribbling all over it with a black marker pen. What a mess. Too many colors, too many patterns, too many angles. Admittedly, John Barnes isn't wearing this very well in the picture above, but no one looked good in this. The off-center green and orange stripe on a navy blue background looks all wrong, and that high, thick, rounded neck just doesn't look practical for heavy exercise. Also a shout out to Newcastle's 2009 custard cream away kit, which sadly never graced the Premier League. What links the Lancashire mill town of Blackburn to the ancient Aztec civilization? Not a lot as far as I'm aware, but that didn't stop Rover's kit makers from adding some Latin American flair to their post-Alan Shearer kit. There's a lot going here, and in this case more is definitely less. A huge Manchester United badge is lurking in the background of this kit, which made even the likes of stylish young bucks such as Eric Cantona and Lee Sharp look daft. A lot going on here, but the chief crime is the fact it says Spurs in huge semi-readable letters across the top third of the shirt. Why do they need to put their name on there? Identity issues? This is an inherently ugly kit that has too many shades of yellow competing, but that's not its greatest sin. It's also entirely pointless, as it's got the same colors as both their home and away shirts. So what's the point? It's all about the money. Surely, Karma fans won't be too disappointed that the Canaries were relegated that season.